Get your treat on his nose. And then what you guys are going to do, I'm going to show you how to introduce them to this. This is the finished result. Keep your hand, wherever your hand goes is where the dog's nose is going to go. And then when the nose goes, the body follows. So he's holding. In fact, you two can demo as well. We'll do 3 lots of demo. So come past with Angus. So these have all done a few lessons, I don't know, 12 lessons or something. Good, beautiful. So you see how he's following the treat. Put the treat back on his nose again. Literally right up his nostril, keep him moving forward. So you need your hand loaded up with treats and you're slowly dispensing 1 treat at a time to get this effect. Go with Arlo, hello.
We're just having technical issues.
He wants to play the
Which side do you have?
Like that, didn't we? We're going to do that this weekend.
See, Roy likes this game. Is he called Roy?
Yeah.
Roy likes this. Hey, I remembered the name. Roy likes this game. And you can do this with your other dog as well.
Yeah.
And it's a nice easy game because it's treats. Put a treat up his nostril again, that's it. And then make sure before you give a treat that they're calm. Don't give a treat while he's being a div. Don't let him near Roy. So when dogs jump to the face of another dog, that's when you get a reaction. And then everyone thinks the dog that's reacted is a bad dog, and it's usually the one that they say is friendly. Yeah, they'll pick up everybody's treats. Good. So in the beginning, little to no conversation. We need to shape the behaviour we want before we start putting words in or having a conversation with them.
He's looking for Angus's treats.
Yeah, so if you're in a heavy loaded treat area, move to a different area because it puts them off. But you see how he's keeping his nose down, so the treats on the floor are more rewarding, and we want your hand, the treats in your hand, to be more rewarding than what's on the floor. Shove it right up a nostril, that's it. And then feed. So in the beginning we treat very heavily and then we start phasing the treats out because we're not going to just feed a dog. It's just to shape what we want, and we want her following you. So this will shape your lead work as well. She'll learn to start watching you, and then what happens is when they're off lead, your dog can be floating around wherever. You can call her, hold your hand out to your side or whatever, and she'll come running back. You don't even have to shout her because we've conditioned her to look at the hand. Look at you. Oh my goodness.
He's doing it right.
So you need to get used to walking forward because you wouldn't ever. So if another dog was coming in who's paying too much attention, you don't want to be walking backwards because you can't see what's coming behind you. So when you're walking backward, your hand is facing the dog. And then when you're walking forward, again, twist your hand around so your hand's facing and the dog's following. That's it. Better. Easier, see? So your proper socialisation is teaching dogs and people, or teaching your dog that dogs and people have got no value. You need to be the most valuable thing to your dog, not everybody else and every other dog.
Yes.
Where people go wrong is with over-social dogs. They're like, oh, it's okay, he just wants to play. But when you put dogs face to face, so if a random dog comes running up to one of these dogs, especially like Ruby, she's a little bit nervous. So even though the other dogs were looking at her, they were making her nervous, she was shrinking back. So over-social dogs can quickly upset and turn your dog into a reactive dog.
Right.
So you never want dog, and especially not face to face. Face to face is confrontation, so it's like a person going up to another person square on, yeah, giving it the big I am. You're not going to be like, yeah, come on, you know, you're going to be nice to me. You're going to be like, well, if you want it.
Yeah.
And dogs are the same, so they'll read off energy. Yeah. So if another dog, some dogs will react to certain dogs, but not all dogs. So that's not a reactive dog, that's a dog reacting to the other dog's energy. So Frenchies, for instance, kick a lot of dogs off. Collies, shepherds, herding breeds, because they stare. Your Frenchies swagger, they have quite a you know, cocky little swagger. Fine. That's overexcitement, that. That is what we would call barrier frustration. So if he normally is off lead and gets to play with every single dog they meet, you get that. If they go to daycare, you get that. And sometimes you get that if they go to dog walkers.
Because I don't think he comes back. We've not had him.
I don't think he would come back at the minute. But yeah, it's overexcitement, that scream.
That's what we get.
Have you... Ziggy! He's like, there's a treat. Well, there's a treat in my hand as well, Zig. Ziggy, come. Good boy. So I'm saying his name. Pop in. Ziggy, come. Good boy. Moving away. So as you say the name and the command, move away. Ziggy, come. Good boy. And I've got a handful of treats, but I've got my thumb over controlling how many treats you can have. What you're going to do, you're going to set off walking, you're going to give the dog the full length lead. As the dog drifts away from you, you're going to pop on the lead. Your pop is a split second. Pop on the lead. As you pop on the lead, you're going to say the dog's name and you're going to say, come here, and you're going to have your hand out, full of treats, very obviously, and walk backwards to encourage your dog to follow you. So give that a go. Enzo wants to follow me anyway, look. So wait for him to be distracted, because otherwise he's following you for the treats. So if he follows you for the treats, that's when you can do your lure work. So you keep walking and randomly drop a treat in his mouth, and that gets you the nice loose lead work. So he likes this, look.
Run out of my handful of half, yeah.
So yeah, if your dogs start following you, do it as lure work, where you're randomly giving your dog a treat for following you and keeping a loose lead. If he drifts away to sniff, that's when you start doing your recall. Good, beautiful with Enzo, good. So once he catches up with you, you can start, so you're only going to do like 2 or 3 steps back unless he loses interest, and then you're going to be like, come on, come on, and go a bit further. Good, treat. So when you treat, keep him pushing into your hand to bring him out. I'm not doing it anymore, Enzo, I was just showing you. Good, treat.
Sue, come here. Sue, come here.
Pop, as you say it, pop on the lead and walk away backwards from him. Treat, that's it. So Louise and Arlo are doing the ball. So she's, I think what she was doing, oh no, she's just playing fetch. Well, it's kind of a search game because she's not very good at throwing, just like I'm not. So it turns into a brain game for the dog, which is good.